Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Sri Ramakrishna stood listening to the song and went into samadhi. The sun was still above the horizon as the master stood on the embankment in ecstatic mood. On one side of him was Ganges, flowing north with the flood tide. Behind him was the flower garden. To his right one could see the Nahabat and Panchavati. Narendra stood by his side and sang. Gradually the darkness of the evening fell upon the earth. The whole scene is explained when Narendra is singing a song on Divine Mother, a Agamini song which is sung before the beginning of Durga Puja. So it is somewhere in September, October, this Durga Puja comes. Whole atmosphere is charged with nature's a kind of affluence in everything. All greenery have grown in the fields, and the flowers and fruits are yielding. Such is when Divine Mother appears, and Narendra was singing. Sri Ramakrishna, listening to the song, went into samadhi. Whole nature, when we are tuned to the nature, totally, I am one with nature. By any means, can you become one with nature? How much you must love this nature in all beings, dissolving that ego as an humble person. How much we have to expand, how much we have to dissolve. When you are totally one with nature, in every respect, there is no selfishness, there is no desires, there is nothing inside that is creating any kind of disturbance. You are free soul. When you are free soul, only totally free from all obligations and duties and responsibilities, thinking that nature is getting done through me, I dissolve the ego. Not I am going to leave anything and go away, but I am clearly visualizing God is the doer and everything is. I am just an instrument in His hand. How much of wisdom must be there? From experiences we get knowledge. When we churn the knowledge, we get the wisdom. Like butter coming out of curds. When we churn, how the butter separates and buttermilk remains. The same state we see expanding. So here the nature is so favorable, and natural tendency of Sri Ramakrishna is to enter into the transcendental. So when he was singing the song, he was just tuning to the nature. He has forgotten the world. He is aware of the divine. Last, he forgets his body also to get merged in the transcendental. He is in samadhi. How the atmosphere around was, it was just evening. The sun was still above the horizon. Maybe an hour left for the sun to set. The master stood on the embankment in an ecstatic mood. The river flows from north to south, embankment. And when the ebb tide and flow tide are there, it changes its directions. Embankment in ecstatic mood. On one side of him was Ganges, flowing north with flood tide. Behind him was the flower garden. To his right, one could see Nahabat and Panchavati. Narendra stood by his side and sang. Gradually, the darkness of the evening fell upon the earth, the whole, how the sun setting, what a beautiful atmosphere. The heat of the sun has subsided to the minimal, and you can see the sun with naked eyes without getting affected. Beautiful setting sun. When it starts going below, immediately as it goes below, unseen, we see slowly the light disappearing and darkness covering the earth. After Narendra and several other devotees had saluted the master and left for Calcutta, Sri Ramakrishna returned to his room. He was absorbed in meditation on the Divine Mother and was chanting her holy name. M alone is watching where is he going, what is he doing, everything is recording, including the natures, every bit, whatever he is able to feel and experience, verbatim as it is, he is presenting to us. Divine Mother and was chanting her holy name. Jadu Malik had arrived at his garden house next to Kali temple. He sent for the master. Other two had arrived from Calcutta and he saluted Sri Ramakrishna. The master asked Latu to light the lantern and accompany him to Jadu's garden. Master to him, why did not you bring Naren with you? Yam, shall I come with you? Thakur is moving to Jadu Malik's house and he has asked Latu to light the lantern and come with him because no electricity in those days. You had to depend on a lantern. And Master, in between, he's asking, why did not you bring Naren with you? Yam, shall I come with you? He's not answering his question. He's asking whether he can come with him. Master, do you want to come? Other and others are here. All right, you may come. Will the Mukherjees also come with us? To the Mukherjees, come along. Then we can leave Jadu Malik quickly. Master went to Jadu's drawing room. It was well-furnished room with everything, pick and pan, spick and span. The lamps were lighted. Jadu was sitting with friends and was playing with the children. Servants were in attendance. Smiling, Jadu welcomed Sri Ramakrishna, but he did not get up. He treated the master as a friend of long acquaintance. Sri Ramakrishna is Lord of the universe. He is going to door, to give them the message of the transcendental. There is a God, there is a transcendental existence where you find your life eternal. As you want, you can live without suffering, without the law of karma, in the ocean of bliss. Whatever way you want to experience and be, you can be. Merge and be all right. Separate and be all right. You will be bliss, a piece of bliss floating in the ocean of bliss. Bliss and enveloped by bliss. Whatever way. That Sri Ramakrishna, who is there as the absolute existence, who has come down to the earth in human form, is going from door to door to take them, make them move. When Avatara comes, they don't go against the nature anytime, except where there is ecstatic love of God and pure devotion, where the law of nature doesn't affect. There, God takes his part to present himself. So, here we see Sri Ramakrishna has to maintain each soul to move on. He is keeping on them track so that they will be freely and easily able to move. And he has gone to their house and he is sitting. A guest has come, at least as a guest. He did not get up, sitting, oh, welcome, come, he is telling. And this has been noticed and reported by M. Smiling, Jadu welcomed Sri Ramakrishna, but he did not get up. He treated the master as a friend of long acquaintance. Jadu was devotee of Gauranga. He had just seen a performance of Gauranga's life at Star Theatre and told the master about it. The master listened to his account joyfully and played with the children. M and the Mukherjee brothers sat near him. How children, Sri Ramakrishna would have played with the children, you can imagine. An enlightened soul, just simplicity, purity. They are manifesting, they are radiating purity. Children are always radiating bliss, ananda. They are everything, anything you see, they will be smiling, they will be laughing, they will be enjoying. There should not be something that is threatening, otherwise everything they welcome. They'll be jumping and seeing everything. And Sri Ramakrishna is participating, playing with them. M and the Mukherjee brothers sat near him. In course of conversation, Sri Ramakrishna told Jadu and that other had not been able to secure the post of vice chairman of the Calcutta municipality. Jadu said that other was still young and could try for it again. At his request, the master sang a few songs about Gauranga. After the master himself sang, and Jadu requested, and he has sung them about Gauranga. After the music was over, Sri Ramakrishna is numbered, and then he refers to Gauranga. And he is demonstrating what Gauranga demonstrated, ecstatic love of God, now and then entering into the realm transcendental of Samadhi and coming down, moving up and down. He is totally, how that Gauranga was there, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how he was in deep samadhi sometimes, unaware of his bodily existence in this world. Sometime, slowly just coming out, he's dancing in ecstasy, and still coming out, he's singing the kirtan with devotees and moving about. Same thing Sri Ramakrishna is demonstrating. So he was as if a replica of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sometimes he used to, and so many songs he knew on Chaitanya. Sang few songs about Gauranga. After the music was over, the Mukherjees were about to take their leave. The master too was ready to go, but he was in an ecstatic mood. On coming to the path, he went into Samadhi. The gatekeeper of the garden house was a pious man. Now and then he invited the master to his house and fed him. See, gatekeeper in Jadumali's house, he is calling master to his house and he used to feed master in his house. How a whole atmosphere and everyone who has just seen Sri Ramakrishna, how they are getting transformed. Being an ordinary gatekeeper, just like a watchman at the entrance, he is inviting the Lord of the universe to his house. Because of the company of holy company, when you get, you become sacred. Fanned him. He was a pious man, now and then invited master to his house and fed him. Sri Ramakrishna stood there in Samadhi, and the gatekeeper fanned him with large fan. The manager of the garden house saluted the master, and Sri Ramakrishna, returning to the consciousness of the relative world, greeted the manager and the gatekeeper, saying Narayana, Narayana. Then, accompanied by the devotees, he went back to the temple garden through the main gate. They go by walk, it was very close. Master to the Mukherjees, pointing to him, please visit him often. Master is telling Mukherjees, pointing him. M is filled with Ramakrishna Bhava, and Ramakrishna, this whole, as if he is scanning and holding everything in his heart and putting in the words. What is put in the words is totally different from what he experiences. Words cannot reveal what the matter is or content is. So it becomes little difficult to present through the words, but he has done his best to convey, and it is our part to read between the lines and understand what he wanted, what he intended, and what did he experience there. Unless we are entering into bhava, the deep, intense feeling about Sri Ramakrishna, we will not be able to understand what he would have felt when he was there with Master. But some amount of awareness it creates in us, but full effects come when you lovingly, almost lost in the thought of Sri Ramakrishna, you are reading this text. Because it is his experience, he has enshrined the Thakur in his heart, and then he is experiencing and presenting it. At the highest level he is experiencing and putting in the lowest level of words. Mukherjee's smiling, yes, henceforth he will be our teacher. Master is telling him to go to him now and then. Because of the proximity, he has to come all the way, crossing the Ganga or from somewhere. He has to come from Calcutta, far away. Then they are both are in the Calcutta area nearby. Sometime he can go and meet and get what he would get more than what M is presenting to us. When we sit before him and listen to him and talk to him, it would be a different story. So Ramakrishna, as it is placed and is made to sit in the heart of the devotee. That is possible only with direct contact. See, even now, modern times, we have got so many equipments. Video is there, Google is there, so many things, YouTube is there. We can listen and see many things. But practically, when you sit before and listen, it creates an entirely different impression. When I am viewing a video, my mind can go here and there because it is a thing which already has been recorded and I can get any time. Mind starts wandering. It is split. He is not giving 100% when he views a video, but the possibility of giving 100% is possible when he is sitting in the front and witnessing it. So when he goes to M and practically he speaks, he will be with all shows and signs, his expression of face, his expression of eyes, his way of telling will be entirely different. It transforms the man. So Sri Ramakrishna wants him to go and speak to him directly now and then. And Mukherjee is replying. Master is telling, please visit him often, means now and then. Mukherjee smiling, yes, henceforth he will be our teacher. Means teacher is a person who conveys something, whether he has acquired or known, or he is explaining a text or anything, an information he is collecting, and as far as possible, to the level of experience, he understands it. He may not experience, but clearly, intellectually is very clear what he wants to tell, what he wants to give. So clear intellectually. There is no doubt, there is no confusion, there is no problem. So intellectually is firm and clear. So he is giving that. Now, mathematics or science or anything, when go to a teacher, it is given. He has read, he has understood, he is able to apply it someplace, then he will be giving. This is teaching. Teaching is I hear, learn and teach. And what is experienced to express is different. It is experiencing put in through the science of body, mind and bodily existence. Whatever is possible, it is directly, it is presenting. So henceforth will be a teacher, will be teacher. Master. It is the nature of hemp smoker to make merry in the company of another hemp smoker. What beautiful understanding you see. What a beautiful example Sri Ramakrishna is giving. How they enjoy. Two drunkards. They will be participating in each other's part, to be together and participate. Similarly, when we go to a musical performance or anything, how we are together experiencing. Now and then we look at each other and nod our heads. Look, look. Like that. When he says, you will tell something, your experience, he will tell his experience. And so slowly they build up a atmosphere within themselves and among themselves, and see that that as a collective effect is entirely different from individual efforts. So each is putting his part in the collective. Collective prayer has a different effect from individual prayer. Collective prayer has a greater effect than the individual prayer. When collective atmosphere is there, each is thinking deeply of the other. He is very clear about what is to be done. That understanding, here we see that being together and enjoying. You see, if you want to walk, if you want to move, you want to walk alone. But if you want to reach, go with others. We have to reach the goal. If you want to walk, you have to. If your aim is just walking, then walk alone. If you want to reach a goal, then walk together. This is an important psychological law, that go together to reach fast. Otherwise, keep walking. Daily get up and do the same routine. And you are not moving ahead. But you are keeping moving, as if moving, but no evolution. When it's collective, together, Sahana bhavatu sangachhatvam. So here we see that Thakur is telling, he will not talk even to an Amir, but he will embrace a wretched hemp smoker if he happens to meet one. All laugh. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.